So, Digital Foundry and Eurogamer have revealed Project Scorpio, the specs behind it, what it will be doing, and pretty much it will be 4K 60 FPS, and pretty much your Xbox One games, they will be improved, straight out of the box. You don't have to wait for a developer to patch their game so that it can run 1080p 60 FPS or better resolution, less frame rate. Apparently there are two different modes for Xbox One, and I do believe Xbox 360 games as well. One where you have better resolution but the frame rate is still the same, and the other one is more focused on performance, and that is straight out of the box. So pretty much if you got an Xbox One game and you put it into your Scorpio, it will run better than your Xbox One ran that game. So that is better than the PS4 Pro. But just going to give you my thoughts on the Project Scorpio, and I'm just going to leave a link to a video that I made around about a year ago now, talking about console upgrades with a couple of mates of mine. And spoiler alert, I'm just not a fan of this sort of thing, so that will be the case for this video as well. So apparently the Forza engine ran at 4K 60 FPS comfortably, apparently, according to Digital Foundry. So yeah, for me, I think Project Scorpio is worthless, because Eurogamer was saying that, oh, it's a premium console, which, premium for me means expensive. Apparently it will cost $500, around that ballpark, the same price as what the Xbox One launched at, I do believe, in America. So it's not cheap, and I just feel like this is incredibly niche. I feel like the people that are interested in this sort of thing probably already own PCs that are probably better than Xbox Scorpio, and the typical casual console gamer, that they just pick up the cheapest option available to them. So I just think Scorpio is a bit pointless, to be honest with you. I just feel like, what is the point of picking up a Scorpio, especially if it is going to be expensive, when you can just pick up a PC, or if you've already got a decent PC, why not just use that money to get better components so that you can get the Xbox games on the PC anyway through Play Anywhere. You can get Xbox One games on your PC now, and you can get Steam games as well. So I just think Scorpio is just a bit pointless to me. It's just, why not just go out and pick up a PC where you can play your Xbox One games on there, and you can pick up Steam games as well. And plus, that PCs will always be better than consoles. I don't care what anybody will say to me in the comments. Like, this whole flipping spec war flipping, or spec arms race, it's a bit stupid really, because PCs will always win. PCs will always win that battle, and I just find it pointless. Why not Microsoft use that money to actually fund games? Because from what I'm seeing from Microsoft's side of things, there's barely any games that are interesting to me. It's just, why not just focus on making games and making your platform appealing? Because it's safe to say that barely anybody compared to the PS4 has picked up the Xbox One. So why? I just don't feel like this will be that much of a bigger difference. I don't really see this being that impactful in terms of will people pick up PS4 or stay with PS4, pick up Xbox Scorpio. I don't really feel like it will make that much of a difference, but maybe, you got a lot of people, when the PS4 did come out, a lot of people were bothered about, oh, PS4, it does 1080p, Xbox One, it does 900p, and, that was a thing that was being talked about, especially in 2013, so maybe this will be a thing that will be popular in the gaming industry, with PS4 or Sony fans and Xbox fans. I just, like I said, I think this is very niche. I think the people that are probably interested in this sort of thing probably already own PCs that are better than the Scorpio, and if it's not better, then they could probably use a bit of money to upgrade their components to make it better than the Scorpio. So you got that side of the market that probably are more interested in this sort of thing, and you got, you know, the more casual sort of console gamer that will probably just pick up the Xbox One S, which is, you know, the cheapest option available to them. So I just find this pointless. I really do. I just don't see the point of it. Like, if it's expensive, why not just go out and pick up a PC anyway, where you can play Xbox One games on there, as well as games available on the Steam platform. So I will talk about how I see this impacting the Switch and PS4 when we do get an official name for Project Scorpio at E3. But for me, this is pointless because, you know, it's going to be expensive, and if it is going to be expensive, which it is, then why not just go out and pick up a PC anyway, where you will always get a product which will be, you know, have better specs, will run games better probably, and plus you've got more games available to you as well for that price point, as well as experiencing the Xbox One games that you know want to play. But on a personal level, I just don't really see that many interesting games coming out from Microsoft for the Xbox One. So I think what they should have done is focused on making the Xbox One platform more appealing by creating, you know, many different games. It's like they've only got Crackdown, they've got Sea of Thieves, which doesn't really seem that interesting to me. You got Scalebound, which got cancelled. I thought that game was rubbish anyway. So yeah, it's just, I don't really see that many interesting games coming out from Microsoft. So yeah, I don't really see the Scorpio being that appealing, just because you are just getting the same games anyway in, you know, better graphics. I just don't see the game lineup being that appealing. I really don't. But maybe that will change at E3. Yeah, that's just how I see it. I just think the Scorpio is pointless. So that's it. Leave me your thoughts in the comments. I'm sure we'll get roasted in the comments. It's just my opinion. You shouldn't really get that offended by somebody that you will never meet in your life. You shouldn't really get butthurt by a random person's opinion on the internet. But I'm sure some people will be in the comments, and I'm sure I will be grabbing some popcorn later and reading through the comments that this video will probably bring. So yeah, I just think Scorpio's pointless. I'm just going to stick with my Switch and my PS4, and that's just a good combination for me. So I'm sure if you are feeling different, then sure, go for it. Shouldn't really be affected by what a random person's opinion is. So yeah, I'm just rambling at this point. Just my thoughts, my initial thoughts on the Scorpio. I've never been a fan of these, upgrades. It's just consoles trying to be PCs, and they will always lose that battle. PCs will always win the spec warfare. They will always win the specs arms race. So just find this pointless. I think Microsoft should have used that time and money to make games actually. So that's just how I see it. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.